Chainlink is up massively, 18% in the last 24 hours, and that's due to whales accumulating after the CCIP launch. So a lot of whales are buying. Now what's CCIP? It's a library that helps connect blockchains with SWIFT. SWIFT, the system that transfers money from one bank to another, a system that's also censored, a system that's under the control of the US, right? Russia, for example, during the conflict got cut off of SWIFT, but also a system once integrated with blockchains will facilitate transferring value to the blockchain. So similar to ETFs, it's a double-edged sword. It takes away the fundamental ethos of the crypto ecosystem, which Chainlink, by the way, is doing already with its other products, but it also might help push up prices. This is all no surprise. There was an announcement roughly 1.5 months ago of a cooperation of Chainlink with SWIFT. Now with the CCIP launch, we see this come into fruition. Chainlink has a variety of products, but in the end, it helps connectivity. It brings non-blockchain data into the blockchain, and it helps systems that are traditionally centralized also connect to decentralized blockchains. It's also the core of many DeFi protocols. If you borrow and lend on DeFi, very often the prices of the debt and the collateral is determined using Chainlink. And so how are we surprised that CCIP is now first been tested out by Aave, which uses Chainlink, Aave being the largest borrowing and lending platform in the entire ecospace. And then we've also got Synthetics jumping on this as well. Now here's something important to know about Chainlink. The circulating supply of the Link token is increasing over time. So it went up by roughly 15% in the last 12 months. And whenever we've got expanding supply, we need to have adoption growth that matches at least that expanding supply in order to keep the price stable. Because otherwise, if we don't have growth in adoption, expanding supply, constant demand means a shrinking price. In US dollars, we don't necessarily see a shrinking price. We see a relatively constant sidewards trading range, either since July of 2020 or since May of 2022, right? Depending on where you put the beginning of the sidewards trading range. But what I like to do is I like to look at relative valuation, because when Bitcoin goes up, when Ethereum goes up, then of course Chainlink goes up as well. But the reason why we get into altcoins in the first place is to get outperformance over Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you don't get this additional risk compensated with additional return, why invest in an altcoin in the first place? Why not simply just go with Bitcoin? And so let's look at the Link price relative to Bitcoin. That's the chart over here. And this does not look like a sideways trading range. This looks, despite the recent rally, that 18% rally, it still looks like a long-term underperformance. If we take the top in relative valuation in August of 2020 to the price today, we see an underperformance of Link of 83%. We don't necessarily see this relative to the entire altcoin market. So when we look at Link as a fraction of total 3 being the market cap of all altcoins, Link is pretty much doing what the rest of the altcoin market is doing since March of 2022. So what does this all mean? Whales bought in on a hype because of the integration of SWIFT with Link, hoping that more Link will be burnt as the Link technology gets adopted. I'd not be surprised if this trend in the end holds. So I bet on falling prices. I think it's more likely that Link will continue to underperform Bitcoin. Can make money from this. You can borrow your loan denominated in Link tokens and pay this back as Link depreciates versus Bitcoin. Now, making money with falling prices is actually easier than making money from rising prices. And that's because of the return distribution in crypto. Very few altcoins outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. The vast majority has very poor tokenomics. It has expanding token supply. It doesn't have enough people jumping onto the project. It has a lot of potential competition, and that makes most altcoins underperform. So it is easier to bet on falling prices of the poorest altcoins than it is to find the needle in the haystack, to find the one altcoin that might do better than Bitcoin. If you just select a random altcoin out of the top 100, chances are that you're going to do worse than Bitcoin. The chances are probably above 80%. So it's easier to generate alpha on top of just holding Bitcoin by betting on falling prices of poor performers. And the first time where I did this very publicly on the YouTube channel was with the Pancake Swap token. So this is the chart, Cake relative to BNB. It really crashed. And we totally anticipated this crash more than 50% because of the unlock of the staking program of Cake. Now you don't have to trust me, simply just look at the history in Premium here with the keyword Cake. We talked about this all the time, starting even from the 3rd of January 2023. So this was over here. And so this is how I handle my videos. I never delete any Premium video. I never delete any YouTube video. You can track back what I've said in the past and simply look at how this ages. And I'm for sure not right all the time, but since statistics are in our favor when we bet on falling prices, I am more often right than wrong when it comes to shorting altcoins. Now here's another example. This is Filecoin. This is falling relative to Bitcoin. It's still an open position. Then we've got Optimism. I have talked about this Optimism short already on YouTube, and I still keep that open. I don't think that as to date, which is the 5th of June 2023, that the team and the early backers have already sold. Most of the price depreciation we see so far is probably from short speculative money such as us. There's also other very profit-making positions. This one, for example, I'm not going to disclose this openly now. This is part of Premium. Here's another one that we expect to very soon go further down. Again, part of Premium. And so that's why the relatively high price of $75 per month is worth it. There is real alpha, real outperformance in the Premium membership. If you've got $5,000 that you're willing to dedicate to crypto investments, then I'm very sure that the money that you spend on Premium will more than make up for it. The crypto market is simply that inefficient. It's way easier to beat crypto than it is, for example, the stock market, where there's now so many professional investors already in it. But I do understand how spending $75 on a monthly subscription might feel somewhat daunting at the beginning. But I did see how most people simply stay subscribed for the long term because of all of those opportunities. And so here comes the deal. If you are unhappy with the content that comes with Premium, if you are dissatisfied, then I will refund you 100% if you message me in the first week. So you sign up, you watch all the videos, you download all the content you want, you check out the Telegram channels, etc. And if after 1 week you don't feel like you get adequate value out of this, then message me in Telegram or email me and you get all your money back. I will simply just refund you within Stripe. I'm that certain that it's really worth it. So there's really no downside for you. There's only upside for trying it out. I really wouldn't know a reason why you wouldn't just give it a shot. So looking forward to see you on Premium. Looking forward to see you in the Premium chats, in the Premium Telegrams. We discuss various opportunities over here. And of course, thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.